I'm here today at Whiskeytown Lake in Oak Bottom, where the car fire started 4 years ago today. I'm Blake Mayfield reporting. I'm Blake Mayfield here today in downtown Redding in front of the Shasta County Superior Courthouse that should be finished by the end of this year. And once it is completed and finished, it will be the second tallest building in Redding's entire history. I'm standing right in the middle of the Acid Canal in Cottonwood, where water would usually flow for multiple months out of the year, but due to the zero water allocation, there is zero water in the canal right now, and you can see just how bad the drought has gone. I'm Blake Mayfield here today at the Redding Civic Auditorium, where Josh Turner will be performing later tonight. I'm Blake Mayfield here in downtown Redding on California Street and Market, where they're building a brand new low-income housing structure. Now, this structure finally has a completion date, but it's been under construction for over 3 years. The Shasta County Jail recently closed one of its 3 floors that houses inmates. The sheriff says that it's not only due to lack of staffing, but burnout of that same staffing. But what the sheriff wanted in a brand new jail that not only houses more inmates, but also requires less staffing and is going to be up to 60 acres in size, residents in Shasta County are wondering what happens with the current jail and its current inmates. The current jail has stood in downtown Redding for almost 40 years. I spoke to Sheriff Johnson about all the things he would like to house in the county's new facility that isn't in this one.
Proposing for Shasta County is a new detention facility, and we haven't named it yet. So you'll hear detention facility, you'll hear a rehabilitation and correctionals campus, or vice versa. We're all talking about the same thing. The concept is behind it is it's not a traditional jail.
Now, while the sheriff does want to build a new jail, he wants the entire voice of Shasta County to come together as well to help him out about where to put this brand new jail that he says will last another 50 years or so after this vote has already taken place. Reporting in Redding, I'm Blake Mayfield. Now, this right here is called the diversion dam. It's a dam they use here in Redding, California to take water through a gravity diversion in the river and give it to the Anderson-Cottonwood Irrigation District, so residents in Anderson and Cottonwood can have water year-round to water their pastures, so cows and other animals can have grass to eat. But the Anderson-Cottonwood Irrigation District, for the first time in 108 years this year, gave 0% water allocation to residents in Anderson and Cottonwood, and residents are not optimistic that that will change come next year. This is another part of the same Acid Canal, this time in Anderson, that is full of green, filthy water due to the lack of water flow and zero allocation. I went around Cottonwood and asked residents what their thoughts were on this historic decision by Acid.
We're trying to preserve the herds, and the price of hay's doubled in the last, and so the feed stuff's really gone up, and we don't have as much hay being produced because we have all the drought.
I'm standing right in the middle of the Acid Canal in Cottonwood, where water would usually flow for multiple months out of the year, but due to the zero water allocation, there is zero water in the canal right now, and you can see just how bad the drought has gotten for residents here in Cottonwood.
I'd like to find out if that's a possibility. There was no environmental impact report done, from what I understand, before the decision was made, and as everyone can see, there's a huge environmental impact going on in our area. It's devastating.
Some residents in both Anderson and Cottonwood that lived in either respective town in January of 2022 have since moved to different states completely due to farming issues and not being able to afford to feed their livestock without the water allocation. Others are just hoping that this is an anomaly year due to the severe drought, and that just like the 107 previous years of this deal, water will be in this canal come next spring. Reporting in Cottonwood, I'm Blake Mayfield.